Ring, ring, ring. Hello, priest, and Merry Christmas.
Hey, it's Christmas Eve, sir. It's not Christmas yet. We're not in the fucking future. Welcome back to Krown's Crypto Cave. It is Christmas Eve, not Christmas, but I would like to wish you a happy and healthy Christmas Eve, whatever you want to call it. There's actually a big debate that we're having in this household right now. Do you celebrate Christmas on Christmas Eve or Christmas Day? Because actually, I think that you're supposed to do on both. But whatever, I'm curious to hear. And of course, if it's just a regular old Thursday for you out there in cryptocurrency land, well, I hope that it's a nice and pleasurable Thursday. So with that said, as always, wish you the best and the haps of the happiest. Let's get down and dirty into this magic internet money business over here, of which I should note we do have a sale going on, but I'll get to that later. I'm feeling the flow right now, baby. And looking at the Krown Chain application over here, which we found at app.krownchain.net, what do we see? Oh shit, Bitcoin dominance mooning, just like we spoke about over the last few months. Now really starting to get quite aggressive there, all the way up to 69.25%. I do believe that we're getting pretty damn close to seeing a probably a local top on that. But let's reference the Bitcoin dominance chart today. But as always, altcoins, not a very Merry Christmas. Altcoins, have some red dildos in your face. Altcoins, have some... with a side of Lexington steel, motherfucker. Anyways, look at the open interest coming down quite significantly from yesterday to today as well. I think we just shaved off another 300 million, of which that would suggest that this move to the downside from about 24,000 to where we're currently sitting at about 22.9 is mostly longs taking profit. And on top of that, we do see that the fear and greed index also cooling off a little bit as well. The lowest read that we've seen in just a week or so, all the way from a 93 to an 86 right here. Anyways, onto the data tab we go. Any canaries or cardinals in this coal mine today? I would like to know. And what do we see down here? We do see that a couple exchanges a little bit up there. Bybit 0.05%, OKX 0.04%, but that's not anything too crazy. Again, the majority are still hovering around 0.01, and none of them are above the critical region anyways, so it is not really a topic of conversation here. So with that said, we're going to go into the price action charts, starting off with the secondary charts today. Here's your daily, and as long as Bitcoin's above the 9 exponential moving average, which by the way is coming in at our bottom side support of yesterday at 22,600, still just looks like a nice little consolidation at a high level on the higher term timeframes. Of course, on the shorter term timeframes, I do want to follow up on yesterday's short term analysis that we had. We did get that move down specifically to 22.8 right here, which we were looking for, and then a pump back up to the top side of the range. I wouldn't have necessarily told you that it was going to do exactly that in the next fucking hour, but credit to the people who did take that trade, because, well, that's about the fastest $1,000 that you can make in this fucking world, and then coming back down into range after that. So we did identify that but on the Forex video, obviously, and we said likely to keep on ranging. We're probably not getting ready to actually break out to the upside right here just yet. It's more or less likely to go more sideways within this region, of which I would be looking for it to once again test the bottom side of this region, 22,600 it looks like, as momentum also do turn down on the short-term timeframes. We do see 4-hour Stokes curling back down right here. We do see actually rejection on the bullish control zone too. Not the best signal right there. We actually even saw a 4-hour Joule sell signal yesterday. I did not call this one out, but that was at 1800 my time. So that was right here. So not on the actual high, but right here. And that's typically what I do see from the Joule. So if you do have the Joule, that's another good example of it usually doesn't get the actual high. It gets the momentum drive down from the high. That's what we're actually looking for. And I would actually even argue that it's better to begin with because of opportunity cost. But to each their own. I know that there's going to be some people out there who want the perfect entry. Well, unfortunately, only one person gets to sell the high and one person gets to buy the low. So with that said, I'd still be looking for this one to play out a little bit more. So yes, I do think that Bitcoin does come back down and test around the blue box territory right around here, in line with the 4-hour 55 exponential average. So anywhere between about 22.4 to 22.6, we'll call it. And that's a nice little $200 region right here, of which that does sound pretty damn big, but keep in mind that we are dealing with a number above 20,000, which is quite significant. So that is not all that crazy of a move at these price points. And more importantly, we still have the same ranges as far as the medium and higher term timeframes go. So I'm not looking for a big bad breakout until we get a closure above at least the 2-spot 414, which is about $24,000 on a 4-hour, or a closure below. We could use the 2-spot extension still here. Is the 55 going to be a little bit more accurate? Yes, I do think so, as that has been governing our lows thus far on the spikes. However, you'll naturally find that that's going to line up with that 22.6 region probably within the next few hours, maybe not the next few hours, but next few closures most likely. Anyway, so as long as Bitcoin's living above there, I just look at this as more or less a sideways healthy consolidation. And I still run with the former trend, which is very much to the upside. But if Bitcoin does break to the downside here, 22,600, I would extend them. I would actually be looking for about a $2,000 move. Actually, maybe a little bit more than a $2,000 move, with the next real target down towards about towards the 1.272 extension right here at about 20,400. Now there would likely be a bounce along the way right here at the 1.414 at about just below 21,000 bucks. We could say maybe another one at around the 89 expansion average right here, about 700 bucks higher than that. But ultimately, I do believe that Bitcoin would be headed down further south. And of course, we do have a nice little consolidation range right here as well. And just eyeballing it, it's about 1,500 bucks. So that means that if we do break to the downside, yeah, so, somewhere at the very least around the 1.414. Personally speaking, I would be looking for a move towards the 1.272. Anywhere around here is where I'd be looking for the next short-term, medium-term time frame bounce. As it is right now, though, I'd be looking for Bitcoin to kind of grind at the lows and probably give another bounce attempt around the 55 exponential average on the 4 hour. Looking at momentum also, just like I said, is there anything else that we need to be aware of on the 4 hour? We got the dual sell signal, we got 4 hour Stokes turning down, we got 4 hour divergences all being knocked off at the same time, and historical volatility percentile as we identified yesterday going into a contraction phase. So I do look for this to carry on a little bit more. I don't think that Bitcoin's doing anything like I'm gonna jinx everything right now, but I don't think that Bitcoin's gonna see an expansive move. That means a move outside of the greater context of the current trend with this current signature going on. I'd be looking for this to go into contraction phase essentially. So that is going to come with some downside and some upside, but more or less hold the range and maybe even print a little bit of a lower low right here. But I mean, the obvious area is like this is fucking 200 simple and 200 exponential average right here. I'd love to get a trade on that, but I'll just save that for later. Okay, it's not financial advice, not financial advisor. All right, there we go. Merry Christmas, motherfuckers! Santa's got his big bat of red dildos right for your face, and I couldn't be more excited. Anyways, 3 hour. What do we see right here? 3 hour Stokes down as well. Going to take quite a bit to cross him back onto the upside. 23,720 is what the magical number would suggest. And what do we see over here? We do see 3 hour Stokes, or sorry, 3 hour RSI trading sideways, and I'd be looking for it to hold the range again. Probably does test a little bit to the down, but overall neutral zone is where I'm looking towards. And we do see this contraction phase carry on right here, as we did identify yesterday with the negative slope on the moving average here, telling the story. So yes, I do still feel more or less vindicated in that as I'm just looking for Bitcoin to just hold the range sideways here on the short and medium term timeframes. So I guess short term timeframes, they do ebb and flow a bit, but the medium term timeframes more or less unchanged. Same thing with the buy hourly right here. We do see buy hourly Stokes nice and downside angled, and hourly I imagine is probably going to be flip flopping a little bit as well here. Actually, no, still technically to the downside as well, and will remain to the downside with any sort of a closure below 22,821.73 cents. So it is looking very interesting right here, as I do think again, kind of wrapping up my thoughts. I do think that Bitcoin tests a little bit lower, whether it be 22.4 to 22.6. However, I wouldn't necessarily be looking for a breakdown just yet. And I want to see what caretakers say about this, as the SEC actually put up the video last night. So it's there for you to check out if you are so interested in such things. And like I said, I'll talk about the what's called the sale at the end of this video. So I want to get these thoughts out right now. Anyways, do we see anything interesting on caretakers right here? Yeah, we do, showing this consolidation as a greater range as far as the medium term time frame resolution. This would agree 24,350 to the upside, 22,100 to the downside. Now that's obviously going to be on like a breakout move right here. This one identifying itself as a bear zone consolidation. This is on an hourly, however. Let's see what the 4 hour says, and I imagine these numbers are going to more or less agree with each other. Yeah, the 4 hour showing that 21.5 region, and to the upside we got 24.7, which is that we didn't even talk about the upside targets if we do hit there. I'm not necessarily looking for a tap right now, but that would be around the 2.618 to be fair. So a good confluence right there, and I'm curious what the 12 hour and daily say, just out of curiosity. Jesus Christ, man, yeah, these ranges are going to be absolutely massive, but these would be like actual breakout and breakdown targets overall if does hit. To the upside, we got to sell 1 at 26.1, sell 2 at 28.3, so I want to mark off those areas. And to the downside, we got 21.2 and about 19,000 for like an obvious one. But as it stands right now, I'm not really I'm not really looking for any of this to play obviously today. This is more or less when we actually do break the hole, which this formation probably does take a little bit of time to actually bake itself in. So I imagine it's going to be a more or less uneventful Christmas, but then again, knock on wood, because that's like fucking hubris right there. Anyways, Elsa just knocked on wood for everyone, so there you go. She's saving you. Let's see, what about the 12-hour over here? 12-hour Stokes headed down as well. So basically all time frames are down right now on momentum oscillators. So yes, I do think that Bitcoin has another swipe to the low side, but again, don't confuse that swipe to the downside with an actual break to the downside. I want to see an actual confirmed closure below there before I get too happy about that. Except I wouldn't necessarily be happy about it. It's just time to cover essentially. 12-hour RSI. Again, long-term very constructive, but short-term probably does bounce in the upper side of the neutral zone. Again, completely fine, and contraction phase looking like it might even be initiated on the 12 hours soon here as well. Here's what the daily says. Yeah, okay, so we're really starting to get into that signature I was looking for on the daily HVP here, but I do think that we have one more move on this. The reason why I say that is because if this moving average goes back with a positive slope once again, I would interpret that as a trending move. Maybe not a trending move, but a big move about to occur outside of this range, of which that's only going to take one more day to really do, I'd guess here, because right now I'd consider that flat, but we are starting to print red right here, which is demonstrative, or typically does denote that we are around a local high or local low. And in this case right here, the last time that we got this sort of signature, this was this consolidation. Ultimately, this did go to the upside at the end of the day, but as you can see, it did produce about a sideways move for about a couple weeks before things got reaccumulated and then tried again to the upside. So that's kind of the tip that I'm on right now, is that Bitcoin probably trades sideways here for a little bit, sets up for a breakout or breakdown coming into probably next week if I had to guess. Same thing going back on over here on the coronavirus dump lows, same thing going back on over here on the $14,000 highs, same thing going back on over here on the $3,000 lows as well. It's probably coming into a little bit of sideways action. So I don't think that there's any, major rush to get in position right now, as it's a holiday weekend. And typically speaking, going off my experience in traditional markets, usually today's an off day, and then Friday's typically a half day. I mean, it's always gonna be it's always gonna be a half day, but it's not always Friday because Christmas and Christmas Eve, right? But my point is, or I always forget, is today the half day or is tomorrow the half day? Whatever, it doesn't matter. No one fucking comes into work anyways during these days, and pretty much the whole week. Typically, people just take it off. Now, I would typically go in Monday, Tuesday, sometimes Wednesday in this case, but not on Christmas Eve and not on Christmas Day either. So, it's usually very, 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 very slow. Now, of course, Bitcoin is a 24/7 world market, and not everyone celebrates Christmas. So obviously there is going to, there could be something else is like gasping right now. People don't sell. She's Nordic, so like they don't understand, or she's not Nordic, but she's Nordic. Sorry, you're not Scandinavian, but you are Nordic. Whatever the fuck. They don't know what Christmas is not like for other people. But fair enough. Anyways, let's see. Do we have anything else here on the daily? Daily Jewel? No, not really. Oh, we're still on my Forex charts here too. Let's go over to CMEs. Is there anything to be aware of here? CMEs are not trading right now, are they? No, they are trading. Yeah, they're trading today. They don't stop. CME is very interesting right here, because if it actually does put in a local low, here's what I'd really reference right now. I think CME is just a massively more obvious chart. And if I did have to call this off CME, I'd actually be looking for a bounce off here and probably come back up towards 24,000. However, here's the obvious thing on CME, and if you've listened this long, all the way 13 minutes in on a fucking holiday, then here's the obvious trade of the day. If CME takes out the last 4-hour high, which is 23,400 even, which I'm just going to put an alert in there right now, I would be looking for that next move up towards 23,900 or 24,000 even, something like that would look about right. And this is going to start to look a lot more like an ascending triangle at a high level, so a bullish reaccumulation formation. I think I already have it drawn in here. It'd be look something like this, I suppose, and it would imply a resolution actually relatively soon. That would be tomorrow on Christmas, in fact, and that would have a measure move on top of that, in fact, as well, pointed all the way up towards 26,000. What is this, about 26? It's about 25,800, which is very interesting because if you do recall, when we go look at this chart over here and we do look at this Fibonacci extension plus the pattern target off of this consolidation as well, it is right in line with the 3-spot extension and also the same sort of targeted region around 25.7. Close enough is close enough in this case, and I would essentially be looking for that to be hit if Bitcoin does initiate the upside trajectory, which we can do a couple different ways here. 4-hour delta closure above 24,000 probably does it, or a wick higher than yesterday's high, which is 24,163. One of those two things, it would be good enough for me, and then yes, I'd be looking for the next move up. However, there's one big thing here, and again, this is actually really fucking important. This 2-spot 618 extension right here, the 24,550 or 24,600 target, likely does get play actually, and that is your traditional trappy zone. Be careful there, because technically, while we do have multiple things put it higher, like another more than $1,000 higher than that if we do get the breakout, if Bitcoin gets break, that should be, then I would be looking for a short-term pullback from this region, but this would be your trap area if it is going to happen. So take that as you will, but just pass the word, just passing the word on. Don't get sucked into a bad trade there. Anyways, what else do we want to see here? We already got the daily stocks coming down. Everything's coming down. Daily RSI certainly downside angled here too, playing out that bearish divergence. Credit to caretaker on this one, nice one. Yeah, getting the high right there, boom, down, nice one. All right, fair enough. So we do see bifurcation here, but this happening over a holiday, I'm more inclined to be looking for this to give another try to the upside. I'm not really bearish off this just yet, although buy daily's looking kind of nasty here too. Ooh, this could be really, really bad. Yeah, this is gonna be my next big sell signal actually, but it's not there just yet. It's not there just yet. And what do we see on the 3-day? Not getting much from this either. We should go back onto our more long-term trending charts over here to get this. And I'm curious, would this actually, it would show 25,000, even very interesting. What about the 2-day right here? Showing the range 23.9 to the upside. We already got that. What about the 3-day? The 3-day is the one that that I'm still using to kind of generate trend. And as long as we are closing above the top side Krown band, I do look at this as 3-day trend in progress, in line with the weekly, which obviously is not going to close until Friday for CMEs and then Sunday for spot price action. Right now, CME is still living above the top side Krown band, so I look at that as a weekly trend in progress. Is a 3-day trend still in progress? Well, we're actually not going to close this one today. It's going to close tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern time. So if it does close, it's not really that helpful here, to be fair though, because the top side Krown band is 24,150. Obviously, if Bitcoin gets above there, we do have resolution points using lower term timeframes on a 4-hour to close above 24,000 already. So that would probably just be easier. But hey, this would be good confluence there, so fair enough. And I'm curious, what else do we want to talk about here? I'll probably make this video a little bit on the shorter side, just because I don't know, man. It's a fucking holiday. All right, let's go check out Bitcoin dominance. Actually, I really want to see this because we do see just looking at the Krown trading app, it just looked absolutely dastardly. And more highs to go, baby. More highs to go. Everyone, not everyone, but a lot of people with like altcoins in their names, like Litecoin Master and Cardano Yoda and Bula. Like, they didn't like it when I had to say this bullshit, but I've been saying that altcoins are gonna get absolutely fucking wrecked versus their Bitcoin Satoshi pairing for a long time, and we actually finally did hit that 55 on the monthly here. So again, I don't necessarily look at moving averages or oscillators or anything like that on a dominance chart to play, but this is just a natural resistance to begin with because it is your prior high. So it does work technically from trend perspective, but not really anything else, I don't believe. And in this case right here, I probably would be looking for another move to the upside, to be fair, just based off the daily. I mean, shit, actually, this might actually fly here. But I do believe that there will be a short-term pullback, maybe even all the way back down to like 67.5%, and then probably try again to the upside here. So with all of that in mind, I don't think that this is stopping on the macro, if that's your question. This is an uptrend, very obviously. We have higher highs and higher lows, and we're just about to make new highs on this run. So it's about to be a breakaway, and altcoins are going to get even more hurt here. So with that in mind, let's go check out Let's go check out first, or do we want to do altcoins or do traditional markets? Let's do traditional markets first. All right, so NASDAQ futures over here. I don't think, yeah, this one actually is trading today, which is rather interesting. You're not going to see this thing move at all, are you? Is it going to move out? Is it going to literally move at all? Or it shouldn't be trading today. Okay, no, it is trading today. Yeah, it just moved. All right, fair enough. I'd be looking for this one to come down short term. Yeah, I'd be looking for this one to come down short term. 12,625 short term, very likely. Maybe even extend that move all the way down to 12,550. But again, it is it is a holiday essentially. What about on daily right here? Daily still fine. If it does come back down to 12,500 or 12,550, that's an obvious bounce. Weekly is still fine as is. Technically speaking, still fine as is. Okay. What about SPY futures? Wow, Jesus Christ, nice wick right there. This one I'd be bullish on short term, popping back up to 37.20. So again, we're seeing rotations in this market. Nasdaq and techs getting rotated down, SPY and in the broad market getting rotated up right now. So making it nice and healthy-ish, I guess. And there you go. Is this the time to go check out some altcoins? Let's go check out Link versus US dollar. Oh, nasty. Very nasty girl right there. Very nasty girl right there. And maybe this is the time to stop singing the praises of Link, as that last, oh, nasty. Very bad. Very fucking bad right there. So we did have a downside target yesterday of about $11.50, but that got absolutely shreked. And for the continuation, obviously I was sleeping during this time, but I'd be looking for this one to ground at the lows a little bit more, and then probably try a little bit of a bounce somewhere around the 200 exponential moving average over the next few days, but grinds out this area first. So not looking the best. Anyways, what about Link versus Satoshi's? Oh dear God. Oh, if this is going to happen to Link, man. If this is going to happen to Link, get fucking ready, Boolaws. Get fucking ready, my altcoin Boolaws. This one probably does bounce here, to be fair, and probably does bounce quite significantly back up above 50,000 Satoshis, but the damage has been done, you might say. Cardano, not my car dealers! Motherfucker! They're going down too. This can't be true. This can't be right. This is not what I was fucking promised. Not what I was fucking promised! Surely, Brad Garlic House will save me today. Brad Garlic House would never dump on my face and XRP down my throat. Brad, show me the green dildos. What the fuck? Down again? Are you fucking kidding me? I've been dealing with... for fucking... 3 years straight, Brad Garlic House. What the fuck, man? What the fuck, Brad? God damn it. I've been saying... for 4 years straight. I'm wrecked, Brad. You give me red dildos for fucking Christmas, Brad. Brad, red dildo, Garlic House, XRPing on my face. Fuck. I read in Investing for Dummies that it's best to buy low and sell high. Well, you know what? I'm buying because it's low. It's low, sir. It was low over here. It was low over here. And it's low again. I'm DCAing. Yeah, I'm DCAing to a fucking 5-year-long downtrend. That's what they told me in trading school. No, investing school. I'm deploying my capital to Coinbase to buy XRP. Fuck, it doesn't trade on Coinbase. What the fuck, Brad? What the fuck, Brad? Fuck! All I wanted was a green dildo for Christmas, Brad. And all you've done is do this! And now I just got crowned with a fucking red dildo. God damn it, Brad! God fucking damn it! Bring those doggies over here. All right, so there's your XRP analysis, and I can tell you straight up that there's going to be still be XR people who are like, don't worry, guys. This one's going to $10,000 as soon as everyone else realizes that this is amazing. It's the baker's coin. Oh, hello, doggy. That's Lucky. Lucky is not an XRP investor, and look at him. He is very happy. Let's show them what an XRP investor looks like. Do we have one?
Hey, XRP investor!
Well, I'm in the Christmas mood. Are you, XRP investors? DCA time. All right, here we go.
Oh God, too fast.
Yeah, she's a little fatty.
I am
XRP.
XRP investor, sir. Hello.
You're wrecked. Okay. All right. We're already 25 minutes into this bitch. Surely there is an uptrend somewhere on this chart. The fuck? Not even a 5-minute uptrend? What the fuck, man? The fuck, Brad? What the fuck, Brad? This is a minute chart. Okay, there's gotta be something, man. There's gotta be something. One range. Yes! Fuck yeah! It's an uptrend! It's a fucking uptrend! I'm buying! I'm DCAing into an uptrend, finally! Jesus fucking Christ. It's all just a bunch of whale manipulation. Okay, now let's go look at the US dollar pairing. Oh! Spitting out its whole rally even more than when it started. That's certainly a good sign. Wait a second. It's been pumping and dumping for the last 5 years. This must be a mistake. Hey, I see some moon titties over there. All right. Just walk this way, girl. All right. Moon titties are on hold for ripple me nipples. You can get some fucking purple nurples from this shit, though. I'll tell you that. Okay, what about Litecoin? Litecoin is certainly going to be good, right? Right, guys? Actually, the weekly is still fine. Daily, a little bit under pressure here. Gonna follow whatever Bitcoin does. Hey, here's your altcoin analysis. Gonna do whatever Bitcoin does. But if Bitcoin goes down, they go down typically more. Not all of them, of course, but most of them. Oh, the tree's lit up over there, too. This is good. It's really nice. Should we look at CMAs again? Yeah, CMAs actually does look like it wants to put in a local low here. It's going to also have hidden bullish divergence on top of that. And yes, target back up towards, I don't know, 23,900, 24,000 bucks. What else do we want to check out? I think that's pretty much it, man. I think that's pretty much it. Should we start to wrap this bitch up? In fact, I think we'll just do it on this chart right here. Very, 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 very simple. So we'll save this for the TA nerds, and then we'll do a little bit of shilling here too. Bitcoin on CMEs putting in an ascending triangle at the top side of the range, of which it looks like it could actually confirm a local low right here, of which that would be very relevant because we would see a hidden bullish divergence signal likely get ticked off again, only if this confirms a local low. How do we confirm this a local low? Either close into this 4-hour dildo in the next 3 hours, 41 minutes and 21 seconds above the 21 exponential moving average right here, which is 23,300, or taking above the prior high of the prior 4-hour dildo, which is 23,400 on CMEs only. This is not available on spot price action. And then yes, we would have hidden bullish divergence. First target would be 23,850. Second target would be about 24,1, 24,2 region. Now this is an ascending triangle, which is a bullish reaccumulation formation at the top side of a range to begin with. Now, of course, doesn't mean that it's going to be destined to break out to the upside. It just means that it has a high probability of breaking out to the upside, about 71 to 72% to be exact, and it would have an intended target here actually as well at about 25,800 or 25,900. That's actually very interesting because that's the same the same target that we do see based off of our pattern from spot price action right here in this consolidation. Whoops, let me just go to yes, there we go, to BitMexico, and would also be in line with the 3-spot extension right here, a little bit lower than that, 25,700 to be fair. However, be careful if that does get initiated, and that would would only be initiated if and only if we get a 4-hour delta closure above the 2 spot 414 at about 24,000 bucks right here, or a wick higher than yesterday's high. Going to be less obvious, less efficacious to be fair. But there would be one major thing in the way. 2 spot 618 extension right here. That is your traditional trappy area. If Bitcoin can actually close above there, then yeah, extend that run another 1,200 bucks, 1,300 bucks, and quite nice. Enjoy your fucking Christmas, right? But as it stands right now, momentum oscillators and all lower term time frames for spot price action are angled to the downside. So I wouldn't mind another short term move to the 55, anywhere between about 22.4 and 22.6 is about right. And of course, on the other side, we do have that same sort of trend, that same sort of trade potentially available as well. Well, except to the downside, that is. And that would be with the 4-hour delta closure, basically below the green 55 exponential average right here. And that would imply a target actually all the way down to the 1 spot 272, which is about a little bit more than a $2,000 trade, with a bounce along the way at the 1 spot 414 and probably another one at 21,500 as well, based off of Caretaker's STC over here on the lower term time frames. As we referenced earlier. So with that said, I do want to wish you a happy and healthy and sincerely lovely Christmas Eve. Actually, let's go over here. I want to do a little bit of shilling first. All the programs are on sale, 20% off, and no code is needed. You just have to go on the Krown Chain app, which is, of course, at app.krownchain.net, and the links in the description below. As always, it's much more important to me to make sure that it's going to be an actual good fit for you. And with that said, watch the videos that accompany these programs. They're going to explain exactly what they are, what they're about, and who's going to most benefit from them. And what I would say, just as like a general kind of bridger here, is, hey, these require a lot of time. It also requires a lot of effort. They are not magic pills. And typically speaking, the kind of person who's going to be successful in this is the kind of person who can focus down on something for a long concerted time and really follow the process, which is very unsexy, to be fair. I mean, it's a lot of just practicing and meticulous behaviors, of which that might be you, that might not be you. And of course, that's going to be just mediated over time. The people that I do find who are successful with this, they typically take about a year to get there, give or take a little bit. And they put in a shit ton of effort. And these programs, this one right here is about 40 hours. This one over here is probably like a little bit above 30. And it's really meant to be watched multiple times over the course of maybe even multiple years as your understanding deepens. The Neophyte's initiation to trading and technical analysis is much more simple and maybe more relevant to you, assuming that you're like brand new, incredibly green. We have Mr. Mournfall with his Pine Script Mastery, who will teach you how to code indicators in TradingView. And then we have our partners tabs over here. We can find the Caretaker STC, which we were showing earlier. We have the Caretaker RSI, which we show quite often as well. Then we have Jackie with his psychology programs. He has a group mentoring, which is essentially, it's a very small group, very intimate setting, and he'll actually talk you through your trades on a one-on-one basis, essentially. So definitely check that out. Again, video to accompany it as well. And then he also has his video program here too. So if you're, if maybe you're unsure about the actual group psychology, but you do want to reference his ideas, the video section would be a good go for that. So with that said, I want to sincerely wish you a happy and healthy Christmas. It's been an absolute pleasure this year, and it's really just been a fun fucking time, man. So I hope everyone's having a good time. Again, if it's just regular Thursday for you, happy Thursday. Take care, and until next time.